It's hard to hear, and it's always a concern. You see, you have to remember in a lot of businesses, a lot of significant trading is done within the weeks up to Christmas. And in a lot of cases, you could be talking up as far as 60% of their whole year's turnover in those number of weeks. And, if those figures aren't achieved and if there's any downfall in any shape or format, it comes down to the bottom line. They simply can't keep trading. And I suppose this is just a reality check for us all that every small business needs to be focused on how we can drive, support, and encourage more economic activity. And it's sad to hear that now, to be truthful, Daragh.
And this one is a bit unusual as well, because while it is a local store, it's all of Modella Capital stores in Ireland and the UK that are at risk here. It's the company's own solvency problems that have led to this. But I suppose, does the focus now shift to protecting these workers and replacing that unit with a new retail store as soon as viably possible?
Yeah, that has to be the number one priority, and that's where collectively, and I've made this very strong, statement, and I am getting that commitment. I'm hearing stronger vibes within Clare County Council itself. Is that we really need to focus on how do we turn these units back into economic activity? How do we ensure that we have a good variety within our town? What as you said there, rightly said, is due to other constraints or other, I suppose, problems economically with a model that obviously isn't working. In this case, it's an automatic shutdown. And the problem with that, of course, is people are out of work. So, we need to understand that if we want to protect our economy right across, and I'm not just saying about County Clare, but nationally, we have to focus on businesses from 1 million down. And to do that is you have to bring in incentives. Now, in this case, and, I believe very strongly, is we need, as you rightly said, we now have, and it's happening, an empty retail unit. And again, that's another cost factor because it's money that's not being circulated locally. It's people not coming to that shop or other shops. So we have to come up with a marketing strategy, a new business models for our town and every town around the country. Because remember, Dara, the model has changed significantly. You're looking at online shopping. So, this has to be dual action. I'm talking to retailers all the time. They're telling me that their online business is growing significantly, but it's working in tandem with their existing shops. And if that doesn't happen, if your turnover goes down, you simply can't keep trading. So all ways of doing new business has to be brought to the fore here. And I just hope that we can address this one and others as quickly as possible. But it is an example of reality here. There are businesses struggling out there. So when people say everything is fine, they're disillusional. They need the support, and that's why supporting local people, local businesses is protecting those local jobs, and that has to be the priority for everyone.